I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, Floyd Mayweather had an exhibition boxing match. And in this boxing match, ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing.
You know, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And I guess he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. You know, and now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, you know, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense.
I want a real fight, so he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight. And he got his advance, so there's no reason to make excuses of that.
Stephen A. Smith strongly called out Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of violating the terms tied to the Manny Pacquiao fight agreement. He acknowledged that athletes are driven by financial gain and deserve to be paid for their craft, but argued that the manner in which Mayweather is currently pursuing money is unacceptable and out of line.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Manny Pacquiao maintains that he signed precisely what was originally agreed upon and insists the contract terms were clear from the start. He also claims that Floyd Mayweather has already collected his advance payment, leaving no justification for stepping away from what was supposed to be a legitimate full-scale fight at this stage.
Swirling around about you and Mayweather and saying it's going to be an exhibition, you saying it's going to be a fight. And the second part of the question is, how would you face him for the second time after first decision?
You know, that's purpose of exhibition that was long time ago, a year after our first fight, but I didn't agree, and then I want a real fight, so he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real.
Tim Bradley has suggested that Floyd Mayweather may have accepted the advance payment to settle financial obligations, and now appears to be leaning more toward exhibition bouts. According to Bradley, this comeback feels driven more by financial motivation than a genuine competitive return to boxing.
He's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free money. So we know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties.
Stephen A. Smith argues that financial considerations are now the driving force behind every move in this situation. He adds that, given reports of Floyd Mayweather's money issues, it seems like every decision being made is secondary to addressing those underlying financial concerns first.
All credibility in that department. But I don't want to hear a damn word about we don't want to give up something.
Zab Judah speculated that the situation might simply be part of a promotional strategy designed to generate buzz for the fight. He also noted that Floyd Mayweather is no longer focused on safeguarding his undefeated record, arguing that his legacy is already cemented, and there's nothing left for him to prove inside the ring.
I got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know his business. But somehow, he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on. This is the real deal, Holyfield.
You think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people really too ecstatic for it.
Yeah, it's something that you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I should say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As a consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understand. He ain't no fool.
Tim Bradley revisited the situation and pointed out that at this stage, with Mayweather in his late 40s and Pacquiao still competing at a high level, an exhibition format might have made more sense on paper. However, he also acknowledged that once a real fight contract was signed, expectations shifted toward a full competitive bout. Bradley suggested that after the advance payment was secured, Mayweather may have reconsidered the original direction of the agreement. He estimated he was roughly 80 to 90% confident that the shift was driven by business strategy rather than pure sporting motivation. In his view, Floyd likely felt the guaranteed money was enough to adjust his approach. Bradley added that in major promotions, fighters and promoters often take calculated risks, banking on pay-per-view numbers, venues, and global demand to maximize profit, which may help explain the changing dynamics around this fight.
Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. Nah, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense. I'm 50, you 46. Bro, let's just be smart and do an exhibition. And I get it. Everybody's saying, oh, well, he signed Tim for a real fight and all this stuff. I get it. And I'm not gonna argue that. He right. You signed Mayweather, damn it. You're supposed to be fighting for real, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just trying to give you a little insight on the stuff I know that could have happened, right? That could have happened. Maybe Mayweather was thinking like this. I don't know. But I just know that
the narrative surrounding the proposed rematch has intensified, with some voices suggesting that Netflix could be considering legal action against Floyd Mayweather. These claims stem from allegations that he accepted an advance payment and is now stepping away from the agreed terms of the fight. According to critics, the situation is being framed as more than just speculation, with growing concern that Mayweather could be taking a significant risk by potentially not fulfilling the agreement.
He's pulling tricks out here. All the rumors and reports that Floyd Mayweather was going broke, he's just proving everybody right. But Floyd Mayweather is playing a very, very dangerous game right now, because he's playing with a company that is getting ready to squash him, and that's Netflix. You don't have the power to play games with Netflix. Floyd Mayweather agreed to the rematch September 19th. It's even on BoxRec. This is how you know it's legit. It's even on BoxRec. You can go to BoxRec. He agreed to a rematch with legendary 8th Division World Champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, and will be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Within boxing, these types of listings are often interpreted as a signal that key contractual and commission-related processes have already been finalized. That's why many are beginning to treat the situation as credible, rather than mere speculation. The scrutiny has intensified further due to Netflix's involvement, as it's seen as a powerful global entity with substantial legal and financial influence. Analysts warn that any disagreement involving a company of that magnitude could escalate quickly if obligations aren't fulfilled. Because of this, there's increasing pressure on Mayweather to provide clarity and address the uncertainty surrounding whether the rematch with Manny Pacquiao will move forward as originally intended.
You get a card, and you have to get it stamped every time you fight, and you have to bring your card to fight. If you don't have your boxing card, don't matter whether it's amateurs or pros, you can't fight. You need your boxing card. It's like your social security card, your birth certificate in the sport of boxing. BoxRec represents that. BoxRec is showing Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. It doesn't show exhibitions. It only shows real fights because it's been ciphered through boxing commissions, it's been ciphered through the state commissions, it's been ciphered through everything to make it legit. Floyd Mayweather agreed to this, got his advance money from Netflix, and now he's trying to run off with the bag. And now he's talking about, oh, we don't know what it is. It's going to be an exhibition bout. We don't know if it's going to be at the Sphere.
Recent reports indicate that Floyd Mayweather could be dealing with financial strain, with some analysts pointing toward his current management team as a possible factor. Despite earning enormous sums during his career, sustaining a lavish lifestyle can put pressure on even the biggest fortunes. Luxury real estate, high-end vehicles, private travel, and constant premium spending may have gradually taken a toll. In addition, certain business moves and management decisions are believed to have complicated the situation rather than stabilizing it. Critics note that when expenses stay high without disciplined financial planning, problems can escalate quickly, even for an athlete who once operated at the very top earning level.
19 million of the money was lost. So to lose 19 of 20 million, I mean, what, did you go to the casino over and over? Like, you know. So Rechnitz, now mind you, this is Floyd's new buddy, his new financial advisor. Rechnitz became what prosecutors called, quote, one of the single most important and prolific white-collar cooperating witnesses in the recent history of the Southern District of New York, testifying in multiple federal corruption trials. He claimed to have weekly phone conversations with Mayor de Blasio on his personal cell phone in exchange for campaign contributions. De Blasio, of course, was never charged. Now in court, Rechnitz paints himself as a changed man. While living in New York, I felt pressure to become a big shot, he told the judge. Sound familiar?
Between 2012 and 2014, Floyd Mayweather rose to become one of the top-earning athletes on the planet. His larger-than-life image, unbeaten record, and unmatched ability to draw attention turned every appearance into a must-watch spectacle. Fans weren't just tuning in for his skills inside the ring, they were buying into the persona he built around himself. That star appeal translated into massive ticket sales and record-breaking pay-per-view numbers, cementing his position as a financial powerhouse in sports. One of the clearest examples of that earning dominance came with his long-awaited showdown against Manny Pacquiao.
Get that 6-fight, $250 million contract, but what was unheard of about it, Mayweather got to pick his own opponents and still get paid. Mayweather, the persona he cultivated, whether you like it or not, has sold tickets. He was a big draw. He was the top earning athlete 2012 to 2014. Mayweather did his thing for sure. But in this lawsuit, it is alleged that while Mayweather was paid several $100 million through his different associated, those 6 fights with Showtime, and then after that he did the Pacquiao, for which he received a $100 million check, but he was supposed to get $200 million. He got a $100 million check, but he was supposed to get, so it's easy to get blinded, like, it's a lot of money, but if you're supposed to get more, you're supposed to.
Reports indicate that Floyd Mayweather made roughly $100 million from that fight, although some analysts believe his total earnings could have approached $200 million once all revenue sources were factored in. That gap highlights just how critical financial details become at that level. Experts often point out that when earnings reach into the hundreds of millions, even minor miscalculations, whether in contracts, taxes, investments, or spending, can have massive consequences. At that scale, every financial decision carries serious weight. One wrong move can impact millions, proving that managing money becomes just as important as performing inside the ring.
Fought Conor McGregor, huge. He fought Pacquiao. So now he's talking about fighting Mike Tyson. He does seem to be having money problems. And I don't care how many goddamn watches he bought, the amount of money he made boxing, unless he's been getting swindled on the business end. Once you start getting into having hundreds of millions of dollars, you're getting $10, $15 million a year and 20, 30, $40 million a year in interest. Right? If you're just in the stock market is like doubled in the last 4 years, right? I mean, so Al Heyman is this. He's not like a Don King. He doesn't have that reputation. He has this, that he's a brilliant businessman. He stays totally in the shadows.